Retailers across the country announcing closures and shortening their store hours in the hopes of limiting the outbreak. Our Courtney Reagan has the latest from the NASDAQ today. Hey, Court.
Hi, Carl. Good morning. So these lists are going to continue to change because it's really just become a new normal in this country where officials are asking us all to limit our gatherings and encouraging social distancing, imposing curfews. But this is where we are, at least now. Among the retailers that have closed, most of these are at least 2 weeks. Names like Apple, Nike, Under Armour, Lululemon, REI, Columbia, Patagonia, Abercrombie, Aritzia, Levi Strauss, Urban Outfitters. Plus, you've got smaller names closing up their stores like Warby Parker, Everlane, Allbirds, Glossier, and Away. The good news for employees is these companies are planning to pay employees during the time that the stores are closed, and online operations are still up and running for the most part, at least for now. Now, there are other names that are shortening their hours. These are mainly grocery stores, and they're doing so in order to have time to restock and clean the stores. So these names with shorter hours include Walmart and its neighborhood markets, as well as Sam's Clubs, Publix, Stop and Shop, Natural Grocers, Wegmans, Trader Joe's, and some Kroger stores. Then you've got some non-grocers like Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic. They're also operating under reduced hours. Just yesterday, I saw a sign at least one West Elm that said that it was also doing the same. Williams-Sonoma, though, at least has not yet confirmed wider limited hours, but you may find these at some of the stores that are near to you, and it may be up in some cases to the discretion of the local managers. Now, B. Riley FBR analyst Susan Anderson estimates that annual earnings will fall an average of 18% for the specialty retailers in her coverage as a result of these closures. If they last for about 2 months, if it's longer, it could be worse. 2 weeks, rather. Piper Sandler analyst Aaron Murphy estimates that Nike and Lululemon's annual earnings will fall just 2% and 3% respectively from these closures. But Under Armour's earnings, she says, could take a 16% hit. Now, the big retail lobby groups like the National Retail Federation and Retail Industry Leaders Association are joining together, putting out statements telling consumers, quote, retailers, particularly grocery providers, are working with manufacturers, suppliers, and government agencies to make certain essential products and services remaining readily available to customers. The groups are urging consumers not to hoard, saying, quote, hoarding products only contributes to the fear surrounding the virus, and any hoarder acting with malicious intent to drive up prices on the secondary market should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Back over to you.
Nobody should do it, Court. We know that, obviously. Really quick, when you're looking at the closures so far, and we're trying to get a sense of which one might say, all right, 2 weeks will be the end of it. We'll reopen in 2 weeks. Are you looking first to Apple or somebody else? And what is this all doing to e-com in general?
So this is a really tricky one about who opens back up first. And truly, I think it's going to have to be a wait and see. I'm just not willing because, frankly, the retailers aren't willing to give us more information about how they're making these choices. So I don't think it's fair to sort of go out on a limb and to speculate there. When we're talking about e-commerce, Carl, this is a tricky one because I think there are some names that have a decent e-commerce exposure. So it makes sense that you could see some shifting online, particularly the names that use those stores and e-commerce together. Then there are others where it just doesn't translate as well online. If you're thinking about body lotions or candles, like a Bath and Body Works, that may not see those sales translate online.